How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another DRAGONSHIELD video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we're going to be taking a look at DRAGONSHIELD's brand new product line, the Dragon Lock system, which consists of not just this, but several other various sizes of deck boxes that all have like this magnetic metal lock thing. We'll get into it and why I think it's actually really cool, as well as all of the accompanying accessories, with the exception of a backpack, which I don't have the backpack yet. So maybe we'll do the backpack in a separate video and how it all comes together. But today we're going to talk specifically about the Dragon Lock system, the deck boxes, the big storage box, the dice trays, and how I've been using them over the past couple weeks. And I do mention the past couple weeks because yes, DRAGONSHIELD did send these to me to check out. I am an affiliate with DRAGONSHIELD. I do have a promo code down below. You can type in Rogue5 at checkout to get 5% off your DRAGONSHIELD order, your entire order, not just this, but anything on the DRAGONSHIELD website. But I do also want to mention that this video is technically not sponsored. They didn't pay me to make this video. They didn't pay me to say anything in particular. They just sent me the stuff, and I do have that promo code. But, you know, after watching this video, if this product isn't for you, then hey, it's not for you. But I will say up front that I do really like it. I've been enjoying using it for the past couple weeks. I did travel to a family event recently, and I brought with me a bunch of decks, both Gundam as well as Magic the Gathering. And well, I'll talk about that and mostly talk about how the products performed after using it both for travel and maintaining a bunch of decks over the last several weeks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our top down and take a look at the brand new DRAGONSHIELD product line, the Dragon Lock series. Let's do it. All right, so let's get into it. So this is one of the 3 different sizes of the deck boxes for the Dragon Lock system. This is the Dragon Box 150. We also have the Dragon Box 100, as well as the Dragon Box 80. And I do have examples of all of these that will showcase when I bring out the big boy here. But we also have the Dragon Tray, which is sold separately, which you can fit into any one of these that I've also been using. I found that I only needed one of these for my whole big thing, so I set all the other ones aside, but you can buy, any number of these if you need a whole bunch of them, for example. So let's get into all of this stuff. And as I mentioned before, there also is a backpack that is designed specifically to store all of the stuff. In fact, here I have a little thing that DRAGONSHIELD sent me with this that goes over the Dragon system. This is the backpack that everything is supposed to be able to fit in. Like I said, I don't have the backpack yet, so I can't really speak to that at all. And here's all the different color combinations as well. You'll see them today. I have examples of all of them, as well as here's the backpack, here's some details about the backpack. It can fit a Dragon Vault and 2 playmat tubes, and here's the Dragon Vault. And speaking of the Dragon Vault, let's bring that out because that is the main star of the show. So this is the Dragon Vault. My camera's having a little bit of hard time focusing on it, but here you can see the titular Dragon Lock system. So this is a magnetic latch, and this keeps it in place. It's a metal stopper, essentially, that makes it so if this goes upside down, even though it has a really strong magnet, it still won't, come undone when you're traveling or have this in your backpack or whatever. And like I said, I tested this traveling to a family get-together that was about a 6-7 hour road trip from where I live, and then I brought this specifically and the decks inside. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we can have, I can show you the inside. It's a very nice, I don't know, like velvety, not really velvet. This is just a nice material, right? One thing I want to mention, that this is not true for a lot of the other products out there. You can, what I call a reversey, you can reversey this. So you can just stick it upside down, and then they made it in such a way that it fits, so you don't have to throw this somewhere else. I've had so many products where they don't do the reverse latch thing. You can't put it on the bottom, so huge kudos to that. Oh, also I didn't mention it has a really sturdy handle with a really nice reinforced here, which can hold all of the decks here, which is quite heavy. This is actually not light because all of these decks, these are all very full. So here I brought 4 Magic the Gathering Pauper decks, and then I brought 3 Gundam card game decks. And as you can see, the Gundam card game decks, these are the ones that are in, I would call this the medium size. This one is the Dragon Box 100, and here you can see the latches as well. Kind of get a nice look at everything. And I do also like that it has a little stopper here. Not that this whole thing will slide off, but it makes it so the card inside doesn't slide out if you have like a thinner card, for example. And so the way that you put the card in here, once again, very, very simple. You just slide it in here. I have this Idolmaster sleeve, but yeah, you just slide it on in. I found that once you push it in, you can kind of push it up right here, and yeah, it's nice. It kind of gives you a you know, a splash art for your deck. I know other deck boxes have done this before, all the way back to those like really, really nice Aaron Kane wooden deck boxes. But the fact that DRAGONSHIELD has it now is excellent, and it's one of my favorite things for deck boxes like this, because you can be like, oh, I know what deck this is. I mean, I know anyway, but here's a nice visual indicator of what it is. This is my blue-white unicorn deck. And so once again, it does the full reversey, as I like to say. This is the one that actually has our dice tray in it as well. So let's take out the deck. This is a deck that I've already featured here on the channel. It's a really cool blue-white Gundam unicorn deck. And so yeah, the deck is you know, the full deck, as well as, you know, my EX base and resource, plus all of my resources, plus a couple tokens. And then I also had room to fit in the dice, and I only needed one of these for all of the decks in here. And so this is also magnetic. It features the same color schemes as the products. You can kind of buy whatever one works for you. I really like the purple, or the lilac and black one. And then inside I have a bunch of dice to use. So I had these colored dice for Magic, and then I have my set of Gundam dice for Gundam, and a couple of little extras. And yeah, these fit perfectly into any of the Dragonlock system deck boxes. And so it worked very, very perfectly for this. And like I said, just being able to do the reversey is so nice, man. It's a small thing, but maybe it's just a me thing, but I really like that. When you're playing and you want it to be, the table space is limited and you need things to be compact, it's nice to not have to have your lid just be somewhere, so you can have your deck box open, so you can pull, you know, tokens or whatever that you need from it. So yeah, that's this. So this one is like this blue one. Then we also have this green one. You know, same deal. I guess I'll open it just so you can see, but you know, same kind of deal. This one I didn't have space, and frankly, I didn't really need another dice container. And then the final one, this is my favorite Gundam card game deck. And this one, in case you were wondering, does fit double sleeve or over sleeved. So you could technically triple sleeve this. So this one is in the DRAGONSHIELD outer sleeves. So we have the regular standard size Gundam card game sleeve here, and then I have the DRAGONSHIELD outer sleeves. And this deck box does fit the bigger outer sleeve cards as well, which is fantastic. And so, yeah, so that is good to note. It does fit the bigger sleeves as well, especially if you're someone like me who does like to use like character sleeves or like other fancy rare sleeves. If you do the outer sleeve to protect your sleeve, then yeah, these work for that. All right, so we'll go ahead and set these two back for now. Before we get on to these, I do want to mention one really important thing that I found as well, and that is that while the Dragonlock system is made for these specifically, right? So as you can see here, you can fit 3 of these ones per row, or you can fit 2 of these bigger ones, some combination of 2 of these and 1 of these, and maybe some combination of these. You can't quite fit 4 of these guys in here, because if we take it out and shift it over, you can see we can't quite fit 4 of these. So if you want just the small ones, I'd recommend at least getting one of these big ones to maybe like fill it out. But you can maybe put other stuff here. And the reason I kind of mention, you know, putting other stuff here is because, let me go ahead and set these back in, because you can actually fit other deck boxes in here. So here is one of Dragonshield's previous deck boxes. This is just one of those magnetic deck boxes. This has another one of my magic decks in it. Got my unlimited lightning bolts in here. This actually fits also very well into this. So if you don't have a full set of the Dragon Lock system stuff yet, and you want to use some of the old Dragonshield stuff, yeah, it actually fits in here as well. So keep that in mind. And then I also want to give one other tip before we showcase these ones, is that when you're putting your decks in here, I find it really, really useful to basically alternate the direction that the Dragon Lock actually is. So just make it so it's opposite when you're in here. In fact, I actually had that messed up when I opened this. It makes it much easier to get the deck boxes out, and then makes it fit a lot nicer. So to alternate the where the lock is, so it should actually look like this. The reason for that, by the way, is because I recently did a deck video on this deck, so I had taken it out more recently. But this bit should also be alternated. Yeah. So this one should already have been alternated. There we go. So yeah, just a little tip. In the deck box, or in the large container here, it does have some like padding as well. And yeah, I don't know, it's just really, really nice, sturdy quality. So let's go ahead and check out the smaller of the deck boxes. This one does not have, you know, the space for a card. So it's just kind of like a nice, sturdy deck box. Once again, here's the inside of this one. Once again, this one can do the reversey. This one is, oh, this is my Jund Wildfire Magic Pauper deck. Really, really cool deck. In fact, I have this one in the Landfall series, the Dragonshield series. We're gonna do a whole video on that as well on my Magic channel, Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. If you like Magic, hey, check out my Magic channel, Rogue Planeswalkers Guild. It's new and small, so you can get in at the ground, level. And then finally we have the bigger box. So this one was the 80. This one is the 150. And as you can see, we have Liliana here from the art, one of the alternate arts for Snuff Out. I think it makes sense for having a bunch of Pauper decks. And so let's go ahead and crack this open and kind of showcase this one. So I found this one, even though it's 150, you could probably fit like a, you know, double-sleeved commander deck. I actually was able to fit 2 complete Pauper decks with sideboards and tokens into this single deck box. So this one also has the space to put the card in, except it's sideways instead of, you know, hamburger ways. It's hot dog instead of hamburger. And then here, like I said, here's some decks that I put in. These are all sleeved in Dragonshield sleeves. So this is my Bogles deck, sleeved in the Landfall series as well. And then this other deck is one of my new favorite Pauper decks. This deck is so cool. This one is my Monster Tron deck. We're gonna get to the namesake. We have the Tron lands for my Monster Tron deck. Also in the Landfall series sleeves. So yeah, you can fit a lot of decks in here. Like I mentioned at the start, we have 3 Gundam decks and 4 60 card constructed Magic the Gathering decks with sideboard and tokens, and with like room to spare, right? So yeah, that's fantastic. So I'll go ahead and latch that up. I did try a commander deck in this. Yes, it fits any commander deck with tokens, and you'll have a lot of room actually. And yeah, it fits perfectly. And basically my big takeaway of this is my new personal storage thing that I bring with me for anything that I bring more than one deck. Like, this is an absolute must-have for me. I think this is Dragonshield's best like deck box product to date, and I don't think it's particularly close. This is, like I said, this is just going to be a mainstay for me. As someone who plays a lot of different TCGs, I can see myself bringing this to a convention, like a generic gaming convention where I have like a Gundam deck or 2, a couple Magic decks, a Grand Archive deck, a Cyberpunk deck, like just whatever. I can bring, you know, literally 7 different decks in here and fit them comfortably with dice, with tokens. And then that's not even to say the backpack, which I don't have yet, but so this can fit obviously just in like any like backpack as well. So yeah, this is a very nice product. I recommend it to anyone who wants something like this. The fact that it's all designed to kind of work together is just another huge bonus for it. And yeah, I don't know what else there's to say. I like this. It's fantastic. And I would personally have purchased this if they didn't send it to me. In fact, I might buy more of them. I might buy 3 more of these ones so I can have like a full set of them. But man, just having this setup is also really good. Being able to fit 4 decks here, I might be able to get maybe a couple more of these, because you can fit two of these ones side by side as well. Basically, I'm trying to think of a way I can maybe get more of this on the other side and then have 8 decks. That would be pretty sick. Maybe like bring like a whole like eight popper decks or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble. Thank you all so much for watching. I would highly recommend checking out other people's reviews and opinions of this product in addition to mine, just so you can kind of get a little bit of a broader perspective on things. But personally speaking, I really like this to the point where this is now my go-to for this type of thing. So I can't endorse it more than that. Like, personally speaking, if you see me at an event, we'll probably have this with me. So thank you all so much for watching, and let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you do decide to pick up something like this, you can check out DRAGONSHIELD's website. You use Rogue5 at checkout to get 5% off your order, or don't. Use someone else's code. I'm not here to just shield the code, but it is there if you want to get the 5% off. I don't know if these are out yet. They sent me these early, and so they might not be out yet. But if they're out yet, go check it out. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.